What's up, people? Tony here, and welcome back to another episode of TTBurger Game Reviews. And this is episode 127, and this is another multipart review. And today we're on episode 127, part 1 of 3. No 4-part reviews this time, which I know I did a lot of 4-part reviews last time, but today we have a 3-part review. Now, I want to talk about going to the arcades back in the day and playing all those classic arcade games and spending a lot of quarters on them to get the high score and stuff like that. And those were some really fun times for me, definitely. I remember playing games like Spy Hunter, Mortal Kombat, Pac-Man, all that stuff, but there was actually the one series I never really talked about on this channel. That is the Rampage series. And Rampage, what was Rampage? Basically started off as a 1986 arcade game where you picked from one of 3 monsters who were held in the Scum Labs laboratory and stuff like that. And they're basically on a rampage, destroying everything in sight. You chose from one of 3 characters: George, Lizzie, and Ralph. George was like King Kong, Lizzie was like Godzilla, and Ralph was like Wolfman or something like that we'll say. And it was basically a simple concept where you basically just destroy as many buildings as you can and just get as high as you can and get the high score and stuff. And it's basically a simple game, and it was definitely worth it. This was all in 1986, and then we got the NES version, which I never really played because I didn't own an NES. I didn't really have no choice. I didn't have really get a chance to play it. But I don't know what to say about the NES version because I never played it. Is what I'm trying to say. And then we go to 1997, where we got the first Rampage game in like 9 years, actually 11 years, I meant to say, which was Rampage World Tour. And this is where we're gonna start off here. This will be a 3-part review. We're going to be talking about the 3 Rampage games that are released on the PlayStation 1. Part 1, Rampage World Tour. Part 2, Rampage 2 Universal Tour. And then Part 3, Rampage Through Time. Now, I know what you're thinking. What about Rampage Total Domination that came on the PlayStation 2, GameCube, and Wii? Well, I'm not reviewing it because that game sucks ass, and it's pretty much a huge mockery to the Rampage series. It doesn't even need to be reviewed and stuff. But we got a lot to talk about here. Part 1, we're going to look at Rampage World Tour, released in the arcades, the PlayStation, the Nintendo 64, the Sega Saturn, PC, and Game Boy Color. Look at the PlayStation version, it's the only version I have. Now, I will admit that I have played both the N64 and the PlayStation version, and I will admit both versions are good. Like the N64 version does stuff better than the PlayStation version does stuff better than the N64 version, so depending on which version you have, you'll be in for a treat, definitely. And basically the concept, just like an original arcade game, it's simple. You pick one of 3 monsters and you just destroy all the buildings and stuff like that, and get rid of all the Scum Lab's headquarters, and that's basically what you do. It's simple, mindless fun. Now, a lot of people didn't really like this game that much because the game got boring because all you do is basically destroy buildings, but this is one of those type of games where if you have a bad day at work or school, so that you just go home and take your frustration out by playing the game and just destroying buildings and stuff in the game. It's a lot of fun, it's definitely worth it, but it does have some problems here, but which I'll talk about later on. Now, like I mentioned, the story first starts us off with Dr. Elizabeth Veronica, who's pretty much talking through Scum Labs and stuff, and all of a sudden an explosion hits, and the 3 monsters, George, Lizzie, and Ralph, are set free, and they're out on a rampage to destroy all the Scum Labs headquarters throughout the United States and the whole world and stuff. And basically, it's a Rampage World Tour. That's basically what you do, what the story is. Now, there's really not much story here because it was an arcade game, so it's definitely understandable why there's not much deep of a story, but still, that's just me in my opinion. The story is good for its time, is what I'm trying to say. For the game's presentation, the game's graphics come very close to capturing the arcade version stuff like that. I mean, it looks almost identical, except for that there's some frame rate issues here and there and stuff. Like, the PS1 version does have some frame rate issues, while the N64 graphics look a little bit washed out, but depending on which version you have, you'll be in for a treat there and stuff. Just an FYI, I'll not be giving the N64 version away. I'm just telling you, like, whatever version you have, you'll be in for a treat and stuff. And I'm just saying to go over the PS1 version, like, there are some frame rate issues here and there, and like it can slow down when there's a lot of action going on. But these slowdowns are not that common, so you probably won't even notice them and stuff. Is what I mean. And like the way the buildings look when you destroy them, and the way they look when they collapse and stuff, also look great. The models, like the monsters, look nice, and while the humans look like 2D sprites and stuff. It's understandable because it was a 90s arcade game, and it can't get any better than this. And there's not really much else to talk about the graphics here. Let's talk about the sound now. Sound really isn't much to say here either. It's basically like this generic rock music, and you don't really have much voice acting aside from Dr. Elizabeth Veronica talking to her boss and stuff like that, or one of her employees, stuff on the phone, and in the beginning and stuff, and you hear like the grunts from the monsters, and like for this game, I should mention I'm playing as the character Lizzie. She's my favorite character in this game, and you pretty much hear all the grunts and stuff. And for some reason, though, in the PS1 version, each monster has the same grunts and sounds and stuff, which was a little weird that they all have the same type of grunt sounds. Like they all have Lizzie's voice and stuff, which is weird, but it's not a bad thing. It's just a little weird thing in my opinion. That's just basically what I'm saying there. But like the music, like I mentioned, the music, just some generic rock music, and like you got some like stuff from the humans like screaming ah, or the monster going uh-oh, whoa, and stuff like that. It's basically just, that's pretty much what to say about the sound there. And of course, like you got the punches and the kicks, they sound like you're punching stuff. It sounds good too. But now we're getting into the gameplay here, and what I gotta say about the gameplay, it's simple, mindless fun. You just pick a monster, like I said, I'm playing as Lizzie, you just destroy the buildings, and destroy all the buildings to advance. There are like about a total of 129 levels in advance and stuff, and you basically just go through all these levels, stuff like that. You can beat the game in one sitting, or if you want to take a break, you have the option to save your game too, which during this playthrough I did not save my game because I figured I didn't need to, because the game gives you infinite continues and lives and stuff and such in this game, so you never have to worry about losing your data if you didn't save, so unless you turn it off or accidentally or aborted and didn't realize it, but that's different though. And like I said here, it's fun to like be able to destroy famous landmarks. You can go around the world, and you can go around to Europe, go to like South America, or like wherever you, or like Asia and stuff too, like Japan stuff, and you go to Greece, you go to the UK, United Kingdom, Brazil, and more, and you go to like Jamaica and stuff too, and stuff, and it's definitely fun to be able to go around the world and just like take your mind off and stuff and just do that stuff. For power-ups, you have like you can like find like items like that'll help you like destroy buildings quicker, or you have health items like each step will either decrease or increase your health and stuff, and like eating is your friend in this game. Eating the humans is your best friend. Destroying stuff is your best friend, and you have a lot of stuff that you can do here in the game. It's just so much fun to like be able to get power-ups and stuff, and be able to just destroy all these landmarks and just know that you're in control there. And like you can see here, I spend a lot of time punching the roof of the building and stuff on the roofs. It's just that I like doing that. That's the best, because like start away from the top and work your way down. That's the best way to destroy the buildings, in my opinion. But now I gotta get to some complaints here. For starters, like some people may get bored with this game because you basically do the same thing over and over. I didn't get bored with it, but I can understand if people would and stuff. But that's just me though. And my main complaint is that like most of the buildings you destroy are pretty much the same type of buildings throughout most of the levels. There's like, sure, you have a few different buildings here and there and stuff, but like you can destroy Big Ben or the Sears Tower and stuff like that and such. But it's just that a lot of the buildings are like small little 5-story buildings that are small 2-stories or 1-story buildings like that, and it all looks the same. And just wish there was more variety in the buildings that you destroy and stuff. And of course, like, you can also go around the world. You have like this little bonus there. You can fly on an airplane, collecting points and stuff, and that's really cool. It's one of my favorite parts about it, especially flying on the airplane there. That was a lot of fun and stuff. Just, ooh man, a lot of fun stuff there. Yeah, a lot of fun collecting all of those points, the balloons, the blimps, and everything as you travel to the world and stuff. And it's just a lot of fun stuff. And also, about to mention, the game is short. Like, it has a lot of levels, but they can be over in a matter of minutes depending on how good you are. So if you want a game that has a lot of that's like long and stuff, then you won't like it. It's like it would take about an hour and a half or so to beat the game. But then again, you can play as a different character and stuff too if you want in the end. So that's okay. So that's just that for some people it'll get repetitive. For me, it wasn't. Just that I had some problems with the game. Is what I'm trying to say there. And the controls also work really well too. Like that they're responsive and stuff. Like square button punches, and you can just like. And just like X button jumps so that you can stomp on the buildings, do stuff. Just mindless fun, definitely. But aside from that, though, there really isn't much else to say about Rampage World Tour. It's a fun game. No matter which version you have, you'll be in for a treat there. But I don't recommend the Game Boy Color version because that version is so bad. I actually owned the Game Boy Color version one time, but I didn't like it and I gave it to a friend, so yeah, that I didn't count that one. And I also played it in the Midway Arcade Treasures game for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox and stuff and GameCube, but to be honest with you, that version has some missing sound effects, and the voice setting's different. It's just not as good as like the original versions they had here, like the console ports back in the 90s and stuff, and the original arcade version itself. But that's just me though. So my final verdict goes like this. If you want some Rampage on the home console, I recommend this game. It's definitely a fun game, it's definitely worth checking out and stuff, but be warned, this game can get repetitive to some people, and it's short and stuff like that, and like you'll be destroying most of the same buildings and stuff and that may be a turnoff for people, but depending on who you are, you'll enjoy this game in the end because it's fun. Due to the complaints I have with the game, this will not be getting the highest score, but the score I'll be giving it is a 7.5 out of 10. It's worth it, it's fun, and if you want some mindless fun destroying building stuff, then there you go. And that's it for episode 127, part 1 of 3. Stay tuned for episode 127, part 2 of 3. We're looking at Rampage 2 Universal Tour, which was exclusive to the consoles, and this was released on the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64 and Game Boy Color and stuff. But how does this game fare from the first game? Find out in the next part. Which all I gotta say is Tony, peace out, and have a great day, and see you all in the next episode.